Second week in a row. That's actually pretty good going for me, to be honest. Just got to go close my windows. Okay, so second week in a row of streaming, which is actually pretty good going considering all things considered. I wasn't actually thinking of streaming at all up until last Sunday, but here we are. So today we are going to be back in the actual Forever World, building what we designed in the last stream, so what we did last Sunday, I believe. And then we'll be going on to, hopefully, once we've completed this, shouldn't take too long, I hope. We will then move on to building an actual into the creative test world to do some more outhouses, I guess, just to get everything completed, ready to be built into the main video. Now, I am also currently recording the video at the exact same time. So that means that I will be recording parts of this stream to be put into the eventual Forever World video. It won't be like any talking stuff. It'll be as a montage footage. So what I'm planning on doing is going back to the early Forever World video ideas and go back to that slower paced sort of video that I was doing right at the start of the series, and then have montages of me building this cathedral, and that montage will be built up from primarily this stream. So I'm just going to get some sleep done. Yeah, are those phantoms or the texture pack? So there's actually been quite a big sort of announcement in the Bedrock community. Not many people actually know about it, but it is pretty big, actually. It is, what it is everyone knows we had Vibrant Visuals come into Bedrock a few months ago now, back in June. And everyone's been waiting for the Bedrock Marketplace to be able to have texture packs that are compatible with Vibrant Visuals. And we are now getting them. So we are now getting stuff like Prisma and other ones like that coming into the actual Minecraft Bedrock Marketplace. So hopefully, by the time this video comes out, this video is coming out on the 30th of October. And the texture packs are coming out on the 28th, I believe. So by the time this build is completed, you'll be able to get a brand new idea of basically what the entire new, what's it called? New shader packs basically for this, for Bedrock, for Minecraft Survival, especially for Bedrock, because Java, you guys have probably way too many. To be honest, you guys have so many, right? So the way I'm building this, for people who don't know, because obviously, as I just previously mentioned, I am on Bedrock, not on Java, so I do not have Matica, and I'm also on PS5, so I cannot get Structura, or whatever it's called for something else. I can't remember what it is. So what I'm literally doing is I took loads of screenshots of this cathedral after the last stream, and I'm effectively just going by and just copying what these screenshots show, hoping that it actually works out. So I actually completed basalt. Do I have any smooth basalt right now? One really good thing about, yeah, I have some there. One really good thing about having the city over there being a work in progress is I have a massive shulker monster over in that barn, and that effectively has all of the resources that I would probably ever need to have in order to actually build this thing, because I've just built so much with these build blocks over there in the rest of the world. But the whole build process itself is quite slow. To be honest, I sort of have to replicate how I'm doing this correctly. So I think we start off on this one, and I bring this wall out a little bit more. Bring this wall out one. Get on the other side, and this is where the actual thing begins. Now, I'm trying to get this to be as accurate to what we designed in the stream as possible. That should be exactly what we did in the stream last week. I don't know, though. I'm pretty sure it's pretty accurate to what we built. But certain angles will be a lot harder to build. So this will just be random. And I'm sort of just trying to get a feel for what I was doing last week in creative and bringing it into the actual Forever World, hopefully as effectively as possible. So we want deep slate there. One basalt, deep slate, basalt, 2 cracked deep slate bricks. I think it's 3 basalt. 1, 2, 3. And then actually 5. Actually, nope. I'm looking at the wrong bit of the actual build. Hang on. I've got 1, 2, and then another one of these. That's what we want on this bit. And then the next one is the tall one. The next one goes 2 of this, 1 like this. Then we have these 2. Now, if we get this all right, I should 5, and then I need some walls. Right, what do I need to do now? Yeah, get some walls for this. So this should now perfectly match up with what I was building on the side of the cathedral in the last stream. So anyone who didn't watch the last stream, I'm not gonna go tell you to go watch it because it was like an hour and a half, quite a long stream, and I want the runtime on this stream right now. I want you guys to be watching the actual live. But effectively, we have a very big cathedral being built for the next video. Quite a big build. I need to get a dark oak fence. But as you can see here, this is starting to, you can start to see my grand plan coming in. Obviously, I have to build up these walls a bit more. And then this wall here. But that's effectively all we have to do in survival in this stream. And then once we've got this cathedral built up, we will move over, hopefully, if we have time, over to the creative test world and get some new houses built. Not houses, some new things added to that general area of the cathedral. And maybe work on some more houses around here. I've got a new sort of technique I want to try with designing houses. Obviously, these are all taken from Pinterest, effectively. Like, none of them are... There's a few that are my original builds. Most of them are taken from Pinterest. But I was watching Building with B-Dubs, one of the older episodes of Season 3 of Building with B-Dubs. And what he did was he just, like, put loads of different rectangles together. And then saw which ones... then went on to texturing them all properly. So, I want to sort of try that, see if it works for me. Because I want a lot of these sort of builds dotted across the entire world. It'd be a very cool idea to do. And I'm certainly going to try that, I hope. And I want to start with this path here. Obviously, we have the City of Leaf off that direction. But I want this small little village to expand a little bit more. So we can get the villagers in here and make this feel a bit more natural. And I want to bring in lots of villagers dotted around the entire world. And I'm thinking of maybe building maybe a less ruined build over here. Obviously, we have the ruined cathedral. I'm going to build in some ruined towers. But maybe on this side of the hill, build some smaller, old-style builds. Obviously like that, but still a little bit run down. Not completely collapsed like this cathedral. And just to see maybe if we can make it work, I think we can have a really good sort of like abandoned compound sort of idea going on. Which is what I want to try. Call abandoned compound. And then obviously, I've got this at the perfect time. And this is completely unplanned. But this video that I'm currently recording is all about this cathedral and the abandoned area. And I will coincidentally be uploading it the day before Halloween. Which is a complete coincidence. Like, it really is. I basically just said, right, I'm going to upload every week on a Thursday. And obviously I've got the City Skylines going right now. I've got another one coming out on Thursday. Which, if you guys haven't, go watch the last City Skylines video, please. It is really underperforming right now. 57 views right now. Really not doing very well. Making me debate whether to keep going on with that series or just stick to Minecraft. I will be carrying on with that series, just to clarify, but right now, what I'm doing is 3 City Skylines videos a month, and then the Forever World video at the end. But what I'm going to move on to doing is probably going 2 and 2, and if that doesn't work out very well, then I'll go all the way to, to 3 and 1. So 3 Forever World videos, 1 City Skylines video a month. If I can get it right. So we need smooth basalt here. Then it's back to this. Then it's regular basalt, I believe, for 3 blocks. Then we have deep slate. Then we have smooth basalt. That's definitely smooth. And then what is that? Is that grey concrete powder? I don't have grey concrete powder with me. We will use regular grey concrete for that. I'm sure it'll be fine. I mean, you guys won't notice the difference, will you? We'll look fine. So this should all match up perfectly. Get rid of the scaffolding here because this is where slab work starts to come in. I need some deep slate slabs, which I do not have. This is the very big problem with not having Matica, I'd say, because obviously Bedrock players, I've said this already. Java players have Matica, as everybody knows, which basically gives you all the information that you need for what you are building. So, say for this build right here, I would have Matica. It would tell me exactly how many blocks I would need for this build and what block of each variety, everything like that. Whereas right now, I'm just counting and making it up as I go along. But once I get to the top up here, where does this come in? This goes it's probably best to start. Maybe start doing the trim later, I'm going to say. So we want to have a tough block here, I think. Then we want to have tough. Place that down here. And I want to have deep slate slab on that one. Or do we? Do we want that? Yeah, we do actually, don't we? We want that to be deep slate. Where's my deep slate gone? Get rid of that and get the deep slate in. Not that tall. We just want it to come across like that. Nope, I didn't even break that. Right, get that across. And then tough slabs again. So, nope, they're there. They're right there. Nearly went and crafted a load that I did not need. And then what do we have going on here? We have deep slate. Then a deep slate slab, I believe. This is a very complicated build, despite the fact that I designed it myself. So you just want to try get this to connect. Where does it connect to? It connects into this wall, sort of, and we have to build up this wall again. Shouldn't be too hard to build up these walls. Once we've built this bit here, then most of it just collapses very quickly. If you guys remember from the last stream, collapses very quickly, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. So what we want to do is, I believe, that, and we want it like that. Break that bit there. Please pick up. Nope, that's going to drop. So what do we want? That is really confusing. I think we have... Do we have deep slate underneath it? Do I need to get the scaffolding around here? This is what the happy ghasts are for, isn't it? Right, I'm starting to see why I need a happy ghast. I swear I put one. Hang on. I don't know if I did it correctly, but I swear I put a happy ghast in this pond. Yeah. There's a happy ghast right there. Oh, I broke it. Where'd it go? Dried ghast. I swear. Oh, you're supposed to feed it snowballs, aren't you? Oh, is that working now? Oh no, that's working. That's weird. Are you supposed to feed it snowballs or something? I'm going to come back to this at the end of the stream. If you have a happy ghast there, then that'd be quite helpful. But I can definitely start to see why they're useful for rebuilding this. Because scaffolding can only get you so far. So, we want to get it under there like that, don't we? And do we just want it? Do we want it to go on top as well? I think we do. Yeah, we do. Oh my. Right. Okay. So, like that, I believe. Hopefully, we can get the scaffolding around here. So, next bit is a little bit more complicated. We don't want that because we want to. We don't want. Wait, what? Oh, wait. This is such a confusing building. This is a really confusing build. Wow, okay. So, we don't want this slab here. That's a block. Right, this is really confusing. I'm going to go into the creative world and just figure out how this works. So that's the one we've got. That's the creative world. I'm going to try to figure out how this actually works. Because I have absolutely no clue. What have I done here? This is really confusing to me. Right. So, as you can see, this is one of the towers I was talking about that I'm planning on doing. Right, so how does this work? right. It's like that. Right, I'm going to take a screenshot of that. And then get that up on my screen just so I can actually see what we're doing correctly. Right, so that's what you want to do. It's not loaded prop yet. Come on. Thank you. Right. So that's what you want to do. What have I done differently here? I don't think I've done much different, have I? It's got to be roughly correct. Right, there we go. But what have I done? Let's get this out just so we can see. So, we have that block. Ooh. I have no clue. Oh, that's what we did. Is it? That's what we've done. I think. Is that what we've done? I think I've completely messed this up by one block. Hang on. Got to tear this all down now, I think, and just restart. So I'll get a better idea of what we're actually doing here. Right, so where I want to tear it all down from. Just tear this all down. Fortunately, this shouldn't take too long to fix. So, there's a spider following me. Go away. Just get all these resources back. I do not want to lose resources. I know I have a load of them. But I'd rather keep as many of them as possible. So, get back up here. What do we want to redo? That becomes deep slate. Ah. Is that the problem there? That's the problem. That's... Oh, right. Okay, I see what I did now. Where's my deep slate slabs gone? There they are. It was like that. That's what we were doing, isn't it? That makes more sense now. Now I can see. So basically, I had to look at a slight little problem. Was the fact that where I placed down the tough slabs, I just wanted to place down a tough wall, which obviously I wouldn't be able to do because it was a slab. So now I can get this back to how it's supposed to be. And then it was put a slab on top, I believe, just to keep that sort. Or was it just 2 blocks? We just put 2 blocks like that. It was as simple as that. Okay. And then that is where under here is where we have one of our lanterns coming down. Okay, so I should be able to figure it out from here. This should be fine from now. So from here we want an andesite. Andesite. Why did I say andesite like that? We want an andesite slab there. Obviously mine that one there. Try collect it, please. Catch it. I caught it. Cool. Oh, no. Fell off the scaffolding. So get up here. What have I done wrong? Up here. We want tough. And then this should be the last bit. If I'm correct, I probably should have done the wall first. Oh, great. Scaffolding's reached its max. Can I not place it? Can I place it down correctly, please? I'm pretty sure... What was it? There was something that... I can't remember. I was watching... Is it the Minecraft SMP? And they're on Java. You guys have different... What's it called? You guys, your guys' scaffolding acts in a really weird way. So what do we want to do? We want it there. We want it like that. Do we? No, we don't. Do we? Yeah, we do. We want it like that, don't we? Yeah, that looks right. And then, yeah, then deep like that. Right, so that should be this little crevice done. Scaffolding is completely and utterly in the way. But now we can get back on to doing the rest of this section. I might just sleep up here real quick. Just because I don't exactly want to get attacked by skeletons. I don't want the skeletons to push me off here. Or I could just go sleep in the main base. I haven't done that in a while. I never use this base. That's something I won't ask. Should I actually, what's it called? Actually, I need to save like the last 3 minutes of footage for the montage. Completely forgot how to do that. Should I actually decorate this main base? I haven't actually done a what's it called? I haven't actually done the interior for that. Come on, got your. Oh, I'm confused with how the new Copper Age update works, and I had an absolute field day trying to figure out how I needed copper blocks in order to craft copper lanterns and bars, which was a really, really humiliating mistake. Boom. Oh, this is where things get complicated. Okay. Things get complicated from here, right? How many blocks do you have to go up? 1, 2, 3, and we get a smooth basalt in. Right, so get our blocks back in place. I don't really need any more slabs, do we? Might need a few later. So, you want to go up 3. I think it goes level to this bit here. Smooth basalt. That one? That's right. Yeah, that's 3. Then we want andesite slab. And then stuff across like that. That is... Then what do we want? We want deep slate. And 2 cracked like that. Is it? Is that right? That is right. Yep. That was not right. We want to jump across half back. Shouldn't be too much of a problem from here, I don't think. Tough goes there. There. We don't want it there. And then I have to go down 1 again. Yes, I most certainly do. Go down 1. Tough there. And then we want grey concrete on this block. And then smooth basalt underneath that. And then a tough block underneath there. And what else do we want? We want some andesite slabs on these 2. That. Oh, damn. I need 2 blackstone cracked walls. Why did I put blackstone cracked walls in here? Please may have some. I have some. I know because I accidentally collected them. They've got to be somewhere. They've got to be in a... They're going to be in a shulker box somewhere, I'm sure of it. Now I've got to go over to the shulker monster. Now, I know I could just fly there right now. I sort of want to stop flying as much in this world. Like, obviously, yes, I'm going to fly to go collect resources and stuff. But when I'm walking through what I've actually built, I don't want to... But it is just so much better. There we go. We want cracked, so... Let me go get these in a furnace. I only need 2 of these. I only need 2 of these. I'm going to go get these in the furnace. So yeah, everything that I've built up... Obviously, this bit here is going to get built up again. This is going to be where some of these sort of houses are going to be placed down to get into that sort of farming aesthetic. Oh, look at that. That's starting to look cool. Imagine that in a shader pack. That's going to look amazing. And with the towers that are going to be going along there, I truly cannot wait to get this video up, to get that finished. Right, so, furnace. One with coal in, please. Ideally this one. Nope. This one. Nope. Do I not have any coal? Thank you. What can I get rid of? Get rid of that. No one wants broken bows. What do I have these bricks from? I can't remember needing those bricks. It must be from the guild hall. Yeah, it can't be from the guild hall. I built the guild hall like 3 months. Have these been in here for 3 months? To us, knowing me, they probably have been in here for 3 months. These bricks have definitely been in this area for 3 months. Same for the iron. Same for all this end loot, by the way. Look at all this end loot that I just have dotted around. Like, look, 28 emeralds just sat there. Look at that. I've got so many elytra, a waterspring potion, all just locked around because I am terrible at organising things. That's one thing I need to do in a future episode, hopefully pretty soon, is, and obviously the choke monster over there, I need to start building some storage rooms at such a fast rate that I never have anything to store. That's why I have coarse dirt stored over there. Right now, all the coarse dirt, all the regular dirt is all over here. Because this is where the terraforming project currently is. All my coarse dirt is in there. That'll get moved over to the mud farm. Probably once this video's finished. Once I've got the video finished, it'll move over. I want to get some more... I want to build a lumber mill, sort of like on that mountain once we get around to building that. So where do I want to place it? I want to place it here, didn't I? There we go. Right. I believe that's it for this bit. Besides the wall, we just have to do the lantern, which shouldn't be too hard at all. We just want to get the lantern in. And then that should be it for this part of the building. Then we can move on to getting the main room, not the main room, the crumbling walls done. How long are we into this broadcast? 26 minutes. 26 minutes into the stream. Pretty good going. We want that. Yeah, I also got oxidized copper bars, waiting for them to age down. Realised I did not need to use them at all. Wait, hang on a minute. I've messed this. Oh, damn. Oh, no. What have I done here? Have I messed this up again? Because that should be one block over. What have I done? Right. Is this all one block to the left? What? What have I done? I am so confused. I've messed this up. But where? That block there is supposed to be over this. What have I done? Hang on. Let me try and get this from the same angle as I've got my screenshot from. Right, so this is where the angle of the screenshot is. We have tough, deep slate, tough, tough, this weird bit, that. So what have I done? How have I messed this up again? What am I doing? This is exactly as it's supposed to be built. What? Okay, whoa, whoa, whoa. These are all in the right place. It's up here that I've made a mistake again, somehow. What have I done? I am really confused right now. I've got this perfect. What? What have I actually done here? Right, so that comes... Oh. Oh? Oh. Okay, but then... What? What have I done? This is all... Oh, God. But then if I move... What I've done, what I think I've done, is these blocks are one too far back. These are supposed to be next level to this. But then if I do all that, then we have a block missing here. Which I guess is fine. I can just substitute something else in, maybe. Right, so now I've got to tear down this entire thing. Great. And restart it. Absolutely amazing. Great. So, how did we have this? Right, I've got to go back down. Damn it. This has... That really surprised me. I did not think that I would mess this up. I thought this was a really easy thing to build. Right, basalt. Blackstone. Blackstone. Basalt. Blackstone. Oh, I know it is, because the dimensions of this and the one I built in the creative test build aren't quite correct. I think that's where my problem is right now. Shouldn't be too hard to fix. Obviously, like, it won't be exactly... This bit's exactly how it was, this bit's exactly how it was. But once it crumbles down here, this will be just built up, sort of roughly following the original schematics. So we want that and that like this, do we? Right, okay. I've got an idea. So 1, 2, 3, like that, okay. So it shouldn't be too hard to fix, I don't think. We can just sort of make up this bit. This bit can be fine. It would just be done roughly right. Now we just want to redo this up a bit. And I think the best way to redo this bit here is probably just to move it all forward by 1 and then just delete and just break the one that's left over. So get this in the right places again. So what do we want to do? How does this start? We want to get it like that. So getting that done properly. We then want the andesite slab. Get this fixed. Come on, come on. There we go. Okay, so it's a pretty easy fix. Actually, I need to get the andesite slabs in first, just to make it a little bit easier to build. Okay, crisis is now averted. Thank God. Get that in, like that. That can stay. And then all we have to do is just delete the absolute mess that we made. Never mind. I've messed up again. This is such a confusing building. It really shouldn't be this confusing. Why have I messed this up so much? This was supposed to be an easy build. Just copy what I've already done. Oh, that's why that's looking wrong. I need to get, what's it called? I need to get deep slate there. Is that it? Get a deep slate block there. Not deep slate, a tough block there. And copy that. And then maybe just throw in another slab just to keep consistent. Right, okay. I now have everything back to how it's supposed to be. And we have this like this. I want to make sure that I place... Oh no. That I place the lantern in the right place. Because the way I have it is so it's actually connected to the chain. Not... Oh, damn it. To the floor. So, what's the gap there? Is it like that? We want it so it's just like... Get rid of all that. That's in the way. We want it just right to be... Come on. Like that. There we go. Okay. Crisis averted. Got this all fixed up to how it's supposed to be. Now I can get rid of all this scaffolding. And move on. Get back to what I actually need to get done. Right, okay. Down it all comes. There will be some left over, I'm sure. But it's fine. Scaffolding isn't exactly something I'm running short on. And it's very easy just to make more of. There's probably some stuck up there. You can see it. That'll be fine. Okay, so just get all this down. Right, so now we can move on to some more fun bits of this building. Right, okay, so where do we want to go to next? We want to do this wall here, I believe. So, get down this wall. Get all this down. And I'm actually going to go into the creative test world, take a picture of it from this side of the wall, so that we can actually understand, sort of get the dimensions more realistic, because right now this is not right at all. That wall there will just be whatever. Right now this isn't correct at all, so I'm just going to try fix this to be how it is in the creative test world. Just get rid of all this quickly. And then we'll just copy it directly. So I can start off with here, because this is exactly the same. No, it's not. No, it is not. Right, that's annoying still. Right, get this to be correct to how it's supposed to be. Yeah, let's just get this. I just need to get this completed, I'd say. Get this just so it looks good. So what level do we want this to be on? Right, so you want the andesite here. That's not andesite, that is deep slate. Can I please get the andesite? Thank you. So, and then it's literally just a replica of this. So, basalt, regular basalt, I'll do fine. And then grey concrete. And that bit there is going to also need to be replicated. Get this back up. Okay, so andesite again. And then let's just copy it. Let's just do that. There we go. That'll do. That makes it work. And then maybe on top, just to add a little bit of change in, get some deep slates, not deep slates, some tough slabs. And there we go. That's fine. Okay, that's fixed. That should now be pretty similar. There we go. That looks good. That's amazing. I love this building so much. So now that should suit to exactly how this building is supposed to be looking. I might just get the scaffolding up just so we can get up there again. I also just need to get this out of my inventory just so we get that spare place. So you can just do this. Stuff like that. Right. So this is where, hopefully, things start to come together. Like so. And what I'm going to do is, yeah, go into the creative test world. That skeleton's about to shoot me when we come back. Get a picture from the other side of the wall. So I can get this copied, hopefully perfectly. With what we designed. Hopefully perfectly. We shouldn't have any more issues with the design. Beyond that one little problem that we had, we shouldn't have any more, touch wood, any more problems. Right. Screenshot that. Let's screenshot the other side as well because we will be building it later. That'll do. I just need it so I can count roughly where everything is. Let's get a screenshot of the front. And let's get... Should we get a screenshot of the side? May as well. I know that this wall isn't quite going to be exactly how it is in the survival test world. Let's get a screenshot of one of the towers as well, just so we can get a basis. Towers shouldn't be too hard to build. Obviously, I'm going to have these dotted all around, but we'll deal with that later. So, get back into the actual world. The reason these are all saying experimental, I probably should just mention that. I don't quite know why they're all experimental. I actually can't quite remember. Okay, yeah, forgot about you, skeleton. I'm gonna go sleep up there. But yeah, that's starting to look good. Let's have a look at it in Violent Rituals as well. Because it's been a while since I looked at this build in Violent Rituals. Fancy you two, Violent Rituals. There we go. You guys probably not going to be able to see anything anymore. Oh, there we go. That is how an abandoned cathedral looks, people. That is amazing. Yeah, you guys cannot see anything. That's a really long stream delay. Is there a really long stream? Well, you guys won't be able to know, will you? You guys won't know how long the stream delay is. But looking at the stream from my phone, it looks like there's quite a long delay. Now, it might just be because my internet has been very bad this weekend. But I'm going to turn off Violent Vigils again pretty much straight away. Because you guys cannot see really at night. My screen basically has a very bright... it's very bright compared to other screens. So, guys on mobile and everything watching are not going to be able to see it as much as I can. Yes, I do have keep creeper explosions turned off just because I hate creepers so much and I do not want anything blowing up. Especially considering like this entire terrain area is all custom made. If they blow a hole in it, it'll just take forever to rebuild. Right. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Did I just find... Yes, I did. Look at that. Let the sun come all the way through. Come on. Look at that. Screenshotting that. That is going to... Oh. Did not mean to do that. I meant to screenshot on my PlayStation, not in Minecraft. That is what the thumbnail is going to be, I think. One of the thumbnails. I do A/B thumbnail testing. But that is just... That was a spectacular shot. That is definitely going to be the thumbnail of the actual video. Because that looked absolutely superb. Love Violent Visuals, despite the fact that they're an absolute menace on my PlayStation. Right. So, let's get started. We want... I'm just going to get... Okay, that's weird. That there. So I'm just going to get this all done correctly, just so we can get a decent sort of run at this. What was that? 2, 3. Either go get some more grey blocks now. That should be it. I'm going to place down all my dark blocks. That's not even tough, is it? Oh, wait, that's because... Did I have that entire meltdown with problems for absolutely no reason? I feel like I did. Right, I'm going to get rid of my dark blocks. Don't really need them much more now. Maybe get rid of the slabs and stuff. Because I don't think any slabs are used for a while. Get rid of the blocks I do not need for this wall. So what do I not need for this wall? I do not need oxides, stuff like that, whatever it's called. Smooth basalt. What else do I need? I need one of these. I need to get back. What do I need to get back? There's no cobblestone in this building, which is weird. That is very weird for me. We want this back. That's what we want. We want. Let's just get the coloured ones. Obviously, it will die and become grey later. Let's move these away. Get the coral blocks back in. Anything else we need? Gravel. Obviously, we need gravel. Gravel is very important when it comes to building a grey building. Oh, look at that. Should I go back into regular Minecraft visuals? I don't quite know. Right, so. Place out the coral. I know it looks weird, but look. It's dead. There we go. It's grey now. I'm going to go back to regular, just so it's slightly easier to get this match with the screenshots. There we go. Let the frame rate just disintegrate while I get used to it again. We want fire coral, 1, 2. Then a gravel block. And then we have a tough wall, which is there. Perfect. That's not the tough wall. Let me click it through properly. Tough wall. Deep slate. Tough. So that's where it ends. And then that is where it starts to come in. Okay, so we're a few blocks off. Actually, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too far off, actually, was I? That is pretty good going, if I do say so myself. And then that there. We need another tough wall. Which are in the other sugar box. Of course they are. There it is. So hopefully we should run out of a block soon. Tough wall does not go there. It goes on the one next to it. Goes there. And then a tough block on top of that. This is where it starts to come together. This is where the future is. Right, so 2 gravel blocks. Basically what I do for building this is I replicate exactly what the picture shows me. Now, I'm going to get rid of that dark oak log. Just because I do not need it. Anything else I do not need? Gunpowder. I'll keep it because it is useful for later. So what I do is I literally just copy it block for block so I get everything correct. So we want 2 gravel, 1 tough, an andesite, another gravel, 2 brain coral blocks, which will both die out now. There we go. Andesite, tough, gravel, and an andesite wall. Okay, do we still have the andesite walls? No, we do not. Of course we do not. Right, okay. Let me just extend scaffolding. Eat some food. Extend the scaffolding over so we can get back over to this part of the build. Because this will be our main scaffolding entrance. Probably should move it onto this side of the building, but it'll be fine. And I need to get andesite walls. I can't remember what shulk box they're in. I think they're in this one. Yes, got that right first try. Let's go. So, this should all match up with how the building actually looks now. Because these were rough layouts. Once I've got everything built up properly, things should start to look a bit better. So, I'm going to go on there. Gravel. Andesite wall. And then we go down. And start the next pillar. Next pillar is fire coral. Tough. Okay, right. Fire coral, tough. Where are my cracked stone bricks gone? They have disappeared. Oh, of course they have. Cracked stone bricks, Get rid of that. Get these in. There we go. So, I'm probably going to record this stack here. Just for the montage. Just to make it so that you guys know that I'm actually building it in the video. Because I know that the people watching this stream is going to be far fewer than, hopefully far fewer, than the people who end up watching the actual video. If it's not, and this stream gets more views than the actual video, then I'll be very, very sad. 2 of them, and then we have 3 tough. Yeah, there we go. That is matching up perfectly. No, it is not. Yeah, it is. Wait, what? Wait, what? Huh? This whole bit is so messed up. I really do not understand what I did wrong with this. But I do not care. I have finished it. I am not going back to revise it. Namely because I cannot be bothered to. Right. This bit here. Is it fire? Oh, no. We want to get a bubble coral. Tube coral, sorry, in there. 2 fire? Is it 2 fire ones? Yeah. 1, 2. I love watching that transition to go from red to grey. I just think that these blocks look absolutely amazing. I have never used, in any world before, I never used coral blocks for any build. And then I started using them in this world. I think I did one in Emerald County. But I really started using them in this world. And I absolutely love it. They are so detailed. They're absolutely amazing. Right, so now you want andesite. Ooh, 2 tough walls. Is that what you want? Seriously? 2 tough walls? 1 and 2. Really? I've messed up somewhere. I have messed up. Have I? Where have I messed up? Oh. What have I done? Go back to this drawing board. So I'll just use, yeah. Go back to the drawing board for this. So, fire. 2 fires. There and there. Done. Stone wall. Brain coral. Gravel. Ah, this is where I messed up, isn't it? Stone wall. Then we want fire again. Andesite. Then the 2. Okay. There we go. That's better. Yeah, that matches more up with it. That matches. Okay, that was close to completely messing up the entire wall again. Right, so next bit is a little bit more simple. Get these back in. Get some mossy stone back in. Mossy cobblestone. 2 gravel. Might need to go get some more gravel. I am running quite short on that. And then do we have 2 of this? Is it straight away like that? No, it's not. Hang on. Oh, what have I done? What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? That looks right, though. That's right. Huh? Oh, it's 3. I needed 2. Okay. I am not very smart with this right now. And then we have tube coral. That's gravel. You want a tube coral right there. And this is where we start to see the really rapid fall in this. Oh, look at that. I absolutely love this building. Have I said that, guys? I love this building. 1, 2, 2 brain coral. Fire coral on top of that. Oh, is that tube? Or is it fire? It's fire, it's fine. I don't really think it matters too much, obviously. Then we want 2 of these. 1, 2. And then we want an andesite like that. I don't know why I keep going third person. That might be annoying you guys. I'm sorry if it is. But that is sort of how I normally just play. I just spam between different perspectives. That is, as Hermitcraft would call it, your character mannerisms. Okay, there's a gap there. Get the scaffolding back out. And just place this here. We can break it later. And then we have, what do we have? Does coral go on scaffolding? Yes, it does. Cool. And then fire coral. Ooh. Need to go get some mossy stone. So we have the andesite. Goes there. Mossy stone brick. Not used mossy stone brick for a while, have I? Not mossy cobblestone. I've only got 1. Need these. Just craft some, I guess. Let's craft 6. Get them on the floor real quick. I don't need that right now. I do not need that right now. Or these. So that should give us enough space to get this finished. Turning nighttime again. Oh. Damn it. I placed the wrong block. Crafted the wrong block. Oops. I wanted one of these, not stone wool. I wanted cobblestone, not stone wool. Right. Now I need to get back up there. That's a nightmare. Scaffolding again. I might go check on that Happy Ghasts. How long do the Happy Ghasts... Does anyone in chat know how long does Happy Ghasts normally take? Because you guys definitely saw it. It was giving off particles. But I've never used Happy Ghasts before, so I have no idea if I've got it right at all. So, we want brain coral. We want an andesite wall. And we want my new favourite block. Or new favourite lighting. Oxide lantern. There we go. And I think, besides brain coral, cobblestone, actual cobblestone, not just the wall variant, cobblestone, a zombie, which I do not want to touch. 2 zombies, great. Why did I decide to build? Why do I like? I know like the accomplishment of building something in survival is so much better, but it is such a pain. I don't know. Hang on. I'm gonna go off towards bed. Is that too flat? Do I need to sort of like build the wall out a little bit more? I think I might need to, because that is looking very weird, just that sudden drop off. I might need to go back and revisit the design and just extend the wall a little bit. I know I do it on the other side, but I think I might have to do a little bit of work with that. I don't really know. I'm still recording, aren't I? Yes, I am. That's 6 minute long segment, which I am not going to. That's a 6 minute long segment. I'll probably cut it down or turn it into ×3 in the actual montage. So see how that works. Go up and sleep. This is the one really annoying thing about playing survival, is the fact that you need to sleep, the fact that you need to eat. Because I am in Bedrock, I cannot place food here. There's always food taking up 1 slot. You can't really work at night because the mobs come out, and if you go 3 nights in a row, you get the really annoying phantoms, which nobody likes. So it is actually quite annoying. But I think this wall is already completed. Move on to the next wall. Cut down this scaffolding. Don't go in the river. Please don't go in the river. Going up there is fine because I don't need to jump in the river. Okay, we can jump over this side. Get rid of this scaffolding. I think... Ooh, maybe we can keep that scaffolding there and make it feel like it's holding up. Nah, that feels too formal. That feels too real. That's weird. That feels too real while I'm building something to try and make my world feel more real. I think it's tube, this one. Tube. Oh, tough wall again. We got any more? 7. It's a very full inventory, isn't it? And then andesite slab to finish off this wall. There we go. Now that is exactly how I built it on Sunday. This is the first time I have built something in creative and then perfectly transitioned it into survival. That's the first time, and I love it so much. Right. And now to move on to the last, well, not the last, the second to last main event, because we still have to do that wall there. But it's time to move on to our final wall, and then this building will mostly be done, but I can move on to the next things for the video. I'm going to go put this wool away, just so I have some more space in my inventory. Okay, so get that gone. And I might get rid of that wall and just make a seal. I love this building so much. I know I keep saying it, I'm probably really annoying you guys by saying that I love this building so much. But I really do. This is seriously... I am not joking when I say this. This is the best build I have ever done. I say that so much with so many builds, to the point that I mostly make it just unbelievable. But my god, it is just perfect. I love this building so much. Cube coral, stuff like that. Tough and a tough. 2 fire corals. And then 2 tough following that. Fire coral again. I think this one goes a bit further out, doesn't it? Mossy cobblestone goes in here. Is that 2 or 3? That was 2. 1, 2. 1. Nope, that's mossy cobblestone. It's supposed to be mossy. While I'm mining that with my fists, let's use pickaxes. We are not barbarians. 1, 2. And what is that? Is that slab? That's a slab. Okay, that's a tough slab. Shouldn't be too hard to do. Place that down. I need to go get some more stone bricks. Cracked stone bricks, I think. Yeah, I definitely do. Right, cracked stone bricks. Have I got any more in my shulker boxes? Got regular stone bricks. I'll go get them smelted down. One thing. If I keep building out of cracked stone bricks, which I intend to do with this project, I definitely need to bring furnaces with me whenever I am building. And what I'm thinking now is, because of the cracked stone bricks add to the age of it, I want to age that building some more. Like, I built this here. I don't know how I feel about it. This building right here in front of me. I know how I feel about that. It's decent, I'd say. But I feel like I can do better. And I want to do better. Like, these two here I love, and then that one's sort of just a little bit more skeptical about, I guess. So, maybe try age it down a bit. Make it look a bit better. So, what I want to do is get these in there. If I got any more coal anywhere. 10 coal there. Any more. 20 coal there. I think that should be enough coal. That should be enough. I just need... Should we get, like... How much more of this would I need? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think 15, 16. I'm gonna go until I have... Let's get 15 more of these. I think that should give us enough. Let's go with 20 more of them. That should give us enough space, enough leniency in case I've messed up the counting, which I don't think I've done. But I want to also do some more, get this cathedral done, and then see how far along we are in the stream. We're an hour through already, so we might not go into the creative building. I don't know, but if we do go into creative building, what I do want to do is come over here, get some buildings done over here, maybe another field, something like that, to work with this barn build over here. Because I want this to be a farming village. Also, we have the city. One thing I do need to build for the city is probably going to be the biggest build yet. Ignoring that. That's going to be massively reduced, as I've said multiple times. One thing I've got to build over here is I need to move the sheep pen. Because basically, what the story is of this world is I started this world and I had a very distinct sort of theme that I was going to do with it. As you can see with that house and the barn, with the gatehouse and the barn. Very distinct theme, isn't it? It is tough grey and then the mangrove and the dark roofs, everything like that. And same for this custom terraformed area. And the original sort of... I guess the original sheep and cow pens had a very distinct sort of like rural feel to it. And then I moved on to starting off the planning of the castle, which you can see there. I built a small little layout of a castle, and when I was excavating the top of this mountain, I watched like 3 or 4 of Fripp's videos. I think I was watching the 10,000 day world tour for his world. Either that or one of the videos to do with his series. And I saw the city of Path in his world. And then something just clicked in my mind. And I just thought, I want to build a city in this world. I want that to be part of my forever world. And then I built that building there. And I started automizing the world, built a mud farm there. Which was originally going to be for the castle, but I moved on from that. And then, lo and behold, I then built the sugarcane and bamboo farms. And once I built the sugarcane farm, I had to build something around it, which I did, and then the city started. And then basically, the entire vision of the world has completely changed since I built these 2 houses here, these 2 builds here. I want to keep them in the world. I don't want to tear them down, just because this is the first ever starter base I've ever really made. And I do really love these builds. They're not at the level of that. Like this one is... I love it. I really do. These are the first builds of this world. It's like... It cements the history of the world. But what I also want to do is try work it back in. So I'm going to get rid of these animal pens. Or move it. I might move the sheep pen next to... Well, I've currently got that tree thing here. But this tree here is... one of the add-ons that came out for Mojang when Minecraft turned 16, I believe. And it's just a time capsule thing. So you can lock away messages to your future self in this world. I have a load of them. I have like a 6-month one here when it came out. A year over there, 2 years. Up there's 15 years. Which I don't think we're ever going to be able to read. Because I intend to upgrade this world to Java as soon as possible. And I don't think this add-on is in Java. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. I think we have enough stone by now. So yeah, I'm trying to find a way of integrating what we originally built in the first 3 episodes of the Forever World into what the new layout, what the new, I don't know, the new idea, I guess, of the Forever World is, which is the kingdom which we're currently building. So I want to find a way of tying in the first 3 episodes with the most recent 3. And I think, basically what I'm trying to say is we are going to be designing, that's enough. We are going to be designing a massive city wall, because I'm just going to quickly show you guys how big the city of Leaf is going to become. Let's go up into the sky. This might be easier to do in a creative test world, but I'm not going to show you. Basically, this is the current city of Leaf. You can see where I've got it planned, where the expansions are currently planned out. And this is just the beginning. I want to extend the city down this headland sort of area here, building a sort of like grungy harbour dockyard down here. And I wanted to expand across this river as well, changing how this river works. Up on this hill, have a more of a luxurious area. And then down here, and then up on this hill, building like a grand library, castle, university sort of thing. Which I think would be a very cool build, overlooking the ocean. And then over on the other, and you can see how big this city will become. And then over on the other side, doing the same up on that hill, being where we build our librarian area. And then it will just come along here. And what we'll do is build the wall to separate it. It'll be a very narrow city, but it'll be a very long city. So walking from one side to the other will take a long time, but walking from this side to that side won't do. And what I'm planning on doing is the road that we were working on in the last video, which is this one here, will be the only road, well, one of the only roads, there's going to be a few more, that run all the way from the library to the university. I think it'd be absolutely amazing to do. Now I've said that, it's down there forever, so that is happening. So anyway, let's get back to finishing off this wall and finishing off this stream. Never mind, I'm going to sleep. I do not want to deal with them zombies. Right, so sleep, sleep, sleep. And you know, I'm going to get some music on because I haven't actually listened to any music this entire stream. This should protect me from copyright because I've got noise cancelling headphones, so it should be fine. So, turn that down a bit. Let's get on to that final wall, which is a pretty big one. It's a lot bigger than the one we just did. You're still alive. Why are you still alive? Why have you got a helmet? Has anyone actually seen? I saw a copper one earlier. I think I saw it yesterday when I was recording. It actually looked really cool. So let's get into the wall. Here we go. Is he still following me? He is. Right, I've got to go deal with this guy. Can you please go away? I sort of wish mobs would just go. I need to build a mob cap. Is there a way of like doing a mob switch in in Bedrock? Because if there is, someone send me the link to it because I want to get rid of these guys. They are so annoying. So let's get going. What we doing? What we doing? Get this and like that. I'm just gonna get the darker blocks out of the way, just so that I can focus on all the grey blocks we are going to use. So, Tough's still there. What do we want to use? We want to get that, this. I think that's all of them. It is. Cool. Let's get going. So, once again, first pillar. I'm going to record the first pillar, maybe the first and second, just so we get a good idea of what we're doing for the montage of the video. That's 2. Fire coral. Then we have a cracked stone brick. Ooh, this one's a bit more complicated, isn't it? I think I over-detailed this side last week. Maybe. And then 1, 2. Oh, yeah, of course, because we also built this bit in, haven't we? That and that. To build more of a cracked sort of roof area. Scaffolding. Play MLG. Yeah, no, I can't. So, we want to get this in. That should be tall enough. Just sort of something to catch us on. this side here, again, is tough for 3. Tough for 3. 2 fire. And then a brain coral. Gravel. 2 of these. Oh, wow. Oh, no, I need to get smooth basalt again, don't I? Need to get basalt. I really annoyingly, what I've done is obviously I've kept it dark around the base, but I've thrown in some dark blocks at the top. As you can see up there, if this roof, like originally this roof when it went all the way up, would have been darker. I think it's quite a cool little detail, to be honest. Right, so that. Okay, so we want to. This should now be it for the deconstruction of the roof. I'm just going to catch myself every time. I've got Feather Falling 4. My armor's pretty good. Yeah, I've got Feather Falling 4 there, it's fine. So, oh my god, the amount of tough that I used in this building is insane. In case you guys didn't know, tough is one of my favourite blocks in the game. I absolutely loved it in whatever update it was. It was the one where they introduced the trial chambers, wasn't it? When they introduced everything. So, last year? Was it last year they did it? I think so, wasn't it? Because I built a skyscraper out of it in Emerald County that, you know, guys never saw. Anyway, while I'm waffling about, let's keep building this. 2, 2, and then 2. This should go all the way up to the top. Yes. Just finish off that little segment from the montage. Okay, there we go. This is starting to look real. Just get up there. Right. From here, it's tough again. Wow. Too tough. One of these. Right, up. Fire coral. Here, again, 2 tough blocks. Because I love tough. Get that in. Okay, so this is where things start to get a little bit more eroded. I need to get a wall. What wall is it? It's 2 andesite walls. Like this. Oh yeah, there we go. This is starting to look good. Where do I put... I feel like I put a lantern on this. Oh yeah, I do. That's later. Okay. 2 stone bricks. 2 andesite. My gravel's gone away. So I need to get that back out. Gravel. Here. And then a mossy stone brick. Mossy cobblestone. I need to remember how to properly name this. I can't name it properly. Right. Cube coral. Sorry, fire. Mossy cobblestone. Is that just one? I think that's just one tough. That's hard to tell. I think that's just one tough. And then build that there temporarily. And then we want a tough wall. That's not a tough wall. That's a mossy stone wall. Tough wall. Damn it. I need to get back up there now, haven't I? Right, okay. That and that. We don't want that being there. Get rid of that andesite block as well. We want this there. Okay, now this is where it is just completely broken. Okay, this is supposed to be a mossy stone block. Mossy cobblestone block. Why do I always forget to call it mossy cobblestone? I always just call it mossy stone. Another one. Andesite wall. Going in here. And then tough. Mossy cobblestone wall, just to throw a spanner in the works and make it even more complicated. Then all we have to do is get back up. Of course we do. So here, like that. Mossy stone wall. But here is where we get a little bit of variation in again. Mossy cobblestone, 2 tough. Nope, that's the wrong bit. That is the wrong segment. Okay, messed up again. I do mess this up a lot, despite the fact I've literally got the picture right next to me. I'm still messing this up. What do you want? Mossy cobblestone, no, cracked stone brick. Then mossy cobblestone, cracked stone brick, mossy cobblestone. We want a tough wall. I'll just do 1. And then we need to go back down with our... Where's our bar gone? It's got to be in one of the shulker boxes. Not this one. This one. Place this down here. for a little bit more lighting. I'm going to have to decorate this with, what's it called? Glow lichen later as well. Oh, go away, pig. 2 there, and then 2 tough. A lot, 2 more here. 1, 2. Okay, I think now we just do a little bit of tough here. 1, 2, 3. And then throw in a tough wall. And voila. Actually, no, not voila. We have to do the front. How did I forget to do the front? For goodness sake. Right. That's not a good shot at all, is it? Damn. So we have that there. That. These 2 like this. Just. Oh, nope, nope, nope. How did that even place there? How did I manage to do that? Goes like this. 1, 2, like that. Okay, that should be fine. And then we just throw in a little bit of detailing on top. Some of these. Not steak. We do not want to build steak on this. What do we want? We want that. Just small little detailing things. And there we go. That is the cathedral building, the main building done. We'd have to do this wall, which should be relatively easy to do. Oh, I need to get the course dirty, don't I? I need to get the actual, what's it called? Let's get rid of the, what do I not need? I don't need any more dark blocks anymore, so I can get rid of all these. These aren't to be used anymore. They can go into the shulker monster somewhere. And what I do need to do is get the course dirt in. Just for our entrance way. I need rooted dirt as well. I don't have any rooted dirt right now. That's annoying. This is just literally just building a little pathway sort of thing. Just dot that around like this. I can just use coarse dirt. Coarse dirt's fine. But it's just... rooted dirt just adds a little bit more detail, I guess. I don't really mind about the detailing of the pathways. Might throw in maybe some mud bricks. Might do. Maybe. So that's the pathway just leading in. We're going to grow this all with bone meal as well. Make this all a lot better. But now is for the finale. The finale. I'm just going to rename this stream actually because we are not doing creative test building. So I'm going to go into my own stream. Come on. Live. I cannot change the name of the stream. Right. That's annoying. I cannot change the name of the stream while I'm streaming. Why not? Sometimes I really hate streaming from PlayStation because I can't put thumbnails on my streams. I can't put like scheduling on my streams. Oh look, copper guy. So yeah, that's one thing that really annoys me. PlayStation, because on PC when you're streaming, and I get everything set up for streaming, I can schedule the streams. I could put thumbnails for them. Whereas right now, all I can do is just click broadcast and name them, which is probably really hindering my viewership, isn't it? Because obviously you guys aren't going to click on something, but you can't see a thumbnail, or less likely to. Anyway, I appreciate all of you who have clicked on it, but I know it's probably not as much as we can get. So I just want to get rid of all this, don't I? And just try, hopefully, to get a decent looking wall built out of this. This should then hopefully be everything we need to do for this video. Not for this video, for this stream. Get little bits in like that. I want to get slabs, don't I? Some slab action in. Oh, no, that is way too much of one block, but I can fix that later. And I will fix that later. Get some of this in. Gap there. I'm just going to sort of make this up as I go along, I think, for this bit. Why am I getting a pickaxe? I want shears. These shears are nearly broken again. I have never used so many shears in a world as I have in this one. Just because I never planned using wool before this world. It is absolutely insane. So just keep building, keep on building, keep on building. Get some tough in, maybe? Oh, that was a voice crack. Get some tough block in like that. Then we can get in some of this stuff. Beautiful stuff. Want to mix in some mossy coral, get a little bit of colour in there. This is where the wall's going to start to come back in. We want a fire coral. Actually, we want stone bricks, don't we? We want these. We want these guys in. Fire coral. A slab. And then we want a gap there, I say. Bubble coral. Fire coral. Like that. Then we can get a wall in like this. This don't look good. Then just throw in some things on top. Then go through bone meal the entire thing. Get rid of any flowers. I don't want any flowers in here. And then that would be it for this building already done. That is absolutely insane. I thought this build would take a lot longer than it actually has. I think it's just because of how much detailing went into it. Because there was actually quite a lot of work put into this now that I think about it. Andesite, slab, bubble coral. We want a wall here. Let's... Buttons. Where are my buttons? Where are my buttons gone? We want to get rid of... well. I will get... Let's get 20. Sure, why not? Let's get 20 buttons. There you go. 20 buttons in and just throw them, dot them around. Just to show little pebbles that have fallen down on the walls. Do this, obviously. Button there. And obviously, this has to be coarse dirt. My voice went really weird there. This has got to be coarse dirt. Around here. Just to get a little bit of story and of people cutting through. I might put a little bit of coarse dirt, actually, along here. Oh, I didn't go into tutorial. That's good. A little bit of coarse dirt going into here. This isn't the actual entrance, but say that people have started coming through here. Coarse dirt is really good to feel like show pathways, stuff like that. But yeah, there it is. There we go. That will do, actually. Yeah, place that there. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? Coarse dirt. My voice is starting to go again because I've been streaming for about, what, like an hour and a half now, is it? Hour and 20. Close enough to hour and a half. My voice is starting to go. So, just throw in some final blocks. Final little bits of building. Need some slabs, need some slabs. My slab's gone. Slab. What can this be? This can be stuff like that. Maybe like that. That's cool. And then here, get some more walls in. Let's get some actual wall. Let's do something like this. And then in the corner here, 2 up. Something like, nope, I do not want that. Actually, yeah, that'll do. Like that, there we go. And there we go, that is it, I think. That looks... That is it, I believe. That is actually... Oh, wow. Now that is a building. Need to go get some bones. I think let's just throw all the blocks in the shulker boxes. We don't need any more blocks. Build is completed, finally. Well, pretty much completed. It's not completed because obviously I need to do towers around it. And also, if this was completed, then the video I'm recording with this would be a very short video. I need to get quite a bit longer than this. So let's go get some bones. I think I've got some in an old chest somewhere. How's this guy doing? I think I need to feed him snowballs, don't I? Yeah, I do. I need to go get some snowballs. But I do not know where there's a snowy peaks or anything like that. Where are my bones at? Where are my bones at? In here? No bones? Gotta have bones somewhere. Come on, in the nether? Nope. Bones, please. I've got to have some bones somewhere. Surely. Oh, snowballs. Didn't even realise I had them. Oh yeah, of course, there is a sort of snowy biome. Like, 1,000 blocks that way. How about that? Come on. No bones. Got no bones. Okay, I'm just going to feed this guy snowballs. I want to get a happy gas, so that'd be cool. Nope, that's... Oh, bugger. How do you do this? How do you... I'm going to have to research how to use a happy gas. Because that ain't it, is it? That's not it. Oh, no. I might just, like, being impatient. This is, like, taking a long time. I don't know. I'll figure out how to use that. Where are my bones? I've got to have bones somewhere. Bone meal. 6 bone meal there. I do not have any more. I've got 3 shulker boxes there. I really need a big sort out of everything. Hang on a minute. I know what I can do. I know what I can do to get some bones meal. I have a sugarcane farm that is way too efficient. And a bamboo farm that is way too efficient. And it's probably going to start crashing the entire world in a minute. Because look at this. Nope. Oops. Okay. This one isn't too efficient. This is way too efficient. Bamboo grows way too quickly. Look at this. It is completely clogged up all the way back. Is it all the way? Nearly all the way. Once this is filled up, which will probably be done in about 3 days, the lag around here is going to be absolutely insane. So, let's get some of this stuff out. I was converting it into bamboo blocks as well, but I have a better idea on how to use this stuff up. We need bone meal, and we have composters being used as a boundary somewhere, as a trim somewhere, I feel like. Got to have a composter somewhere on this world, surely. I think I have some... Do I have some composters? Where are you? I swear I used them as a trim. Oh, wait, is it? No, they are not. Right. I could have sworn that I had composters somewhere. Unless they're in the village, maybe? There's going to be one in the village, obviously, over there. But, oh, no, what's happened? Oh, no, guys, I am so sorry. My internet's completely gone out, hasn't it? Oh, no. Right, that's annoying. Poor connection quality. Broadcasting only mic audio. Okay. I might have to end the stream then. That is annoying. I'm going to have to end the stream here, guys. I know you guys can't see anything. My internet has just crashed. So, thank you guys watching for all of this. I would have preferred it if we could have gone longer, but obviously my internet decided no, that was it. Sorry that you completely lost all visuals. I will see you in the next stream next Thursday. Not next Thursday. I'll see you in a stream next Sunday. You'll get the next video on Thursday. And hopefully next stream video, the internet won't go out right at the end of it. That is a really unfortunate ending, isn't it? That really sucks. So anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching the stream. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.